I'm tired. Look what we got. We got the van. Today we have some walls we're about to prime. Right here, it's going to be these two, then these two right here, and then these two right here. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, is start priming these walls and then start sketching it out for the final product, or the final painting. Look at the chicken. Oh. Wall's almost done being painted white, and then we can start adding the sketch on each individual platform. Yeah, just gonna start sketching the most complex stuff and then go with the last two sections. Wow. Alright, got this wall, this wall. Now we're just gonna work on these two and then finish that and then start adding the color of where the clouds are gonna be. So we got so far, these two. It's gonna transition into the graveyard. Wall's gonna come up, connect with that one, goes out over there to the family. All right, now that we have a way to transition a way to Day of the Dead night, we're gonna show a full wide angle, and then we're gonna just start adding a little bit of color to see how this will look as a sunset. All right, so I have the colors that I want to do. I want to do the yellow, then there's gonna be like a pink with like a kind of like a shade of cloud, and then the pure red, and then a really dark brown, then the blues, then the dark blue, and then the nighttime where the skeletons will be dancing. But for now, that's basically the stuff that needed to get done first is now done. So yeah, and then we have the colors. And then we're gonna go back over it with a white to fully prime the spray. We're gonna spray it white to fully prime it and seal it. And that's when the major painting will begin. Yeah. I got it to work. All right, that's it all primed. Now it's all whited out and sketch is still there. And then next time we'll come over, we're gonna have the sunset painted all the way down and then go from there. Alrighty, now that it's all been primed and none of the cracks are, well, not filled with any white, it looks good. Now we're just gonna work on that sunset, and then yeah, we'll go from there. All right, now finally, now that we have all the colors down, we got the yellows, the reds, the blues, purple, and black over there. We're not gonna start on this one yet. They don't want me starting on it yet. But for this right here, now we're gonna start adding colors to the city in little areas that need it, so we know where everything is at. Now that it's all dried, we're gonna start with the city side here, start with the buildings all the way in the back, and then go forward and forward enough to where they're all got a base painted, and then start with the tree, and then we can move over to this side, and then we can go detail later with this one. All right, I changed my mind a little bit. I started doing a little bit of painting there, but I think I'm gonna get this base painted first and then go back with the lighter colors so that it makes it easier to see where everything's gonna go. All right, this is what I have so far for the garden house. I got the whole field done. Gonna go back and start adding the plants, and then the temple right here is gonna be done in the back. But right now we got the hut, and then the big old house in the back, and then the church, and that's what we'll finish that, and then the gravel. Oh, there's chickens. What are you doing? Painting right now. What are y'all chickens doing, huh? What are you doing? Now that we're almost done with this, I'm gonna start filling in the gray part, start filling in colors that I missed, and just filling in the bases, and then finishing that colored temple. And then as I'm slowly detailing, I'll fill in the colors for these gravestones, and then we'll go from there. All right, now that we have the bases all painted for this section, we're gonna go back and start detailing everything, every little thing. Started adding little shadows to this one, but over here I'm starting to add where the garden's gonna be, all the hedges, and then the onion section right here, and then probably just some other plants up there, and then start adding shadow to that temple. And then whatever time I'll go over and start basing the stones over there, and then fixing this area. All right, after I got the trail done almost for the first part of the garden, I went ahead and started doing the base paints for the gravestones here before we add a transition of gravestones here. And then right now I'm gonna start adding the rest of the plants and some plants up there at that topper part, and then start adding a little bit more color to that temple. Well, this is what we have so far for the garden. I started adding fences with the little mini hedges, and then the onion section right there. That took a while. But got these foliage up here, trying to do like some red apples, I guess. And then this temple needs to get started with a shade, and then this one is already getting its lighting from the side, and then I need to figure out what to do with this section right here, because it is at an angle. Alright, this is what I have so far for the, I guess I want to call it a garden building, but we got the hedges here, the onions, the foliage, and then I got to work on that one. And then this one I still need to work on, but then I also need to finish that section over there too, and I have a chance. Alright, now that the tile roofs and the other section right there is starting to get finished, we started working on housing and some shading in there, and yeah, we'll start detailing that more here in a second. Then after we're done detailing the city part, I need to start adding detail and start finishing this one, so then we can start finish coloring in all the areas that I missed, and then just detailing it and making it look nice. Okay, now that the temple section is finished, I started the transition. I added some I guess poles there to show that it's gonna start transitioning into the graveyard, and I started sketching these ones out and started painting this one in, and yeah, that's what it looks like so far, and I like how it's looking. I forgot to record just a tad, but that temple is painted in a gray theme, and then I started sketching out the rest of the cemetery, and then I finished painting out the gate. I did not record it, I completely forgot, but right now we are just detailing the city right now, starting to hit it up with detail for now. And yeah, Okay, now that I got the windows finished, I started cleaning up the sidewalk and started detailing this building right here so it can match this other side, but it's going good so far. And right now I'm starting to do a inner detail, starting to add like little things that will make it look good, and then we'll add it to the rest of these. Shouldn't take very long.